guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are setting up my January spreads in my bullet journal. So if you want to grab your journals or if you just want to watch, grab a tea or coffee and let's get started. I just started this bullet journal in November, so I have November, December, and all of my New Year pages already set up in it. So I'm going to stay in it for the rest of the few months I can fit into it. I'm very excited to see how many months I can get into it. Hopefully I can get into at least this summer, but we'll see. I did buy it at Michael's, so it's super budget friendly, and I think the brand is Artist Loft. So if you're looking to start bullet journaling, I definitely recommend this one. The bullet journal paper is a little bit more glossy and definitely not sketchbook paper. I did test out the paint and it did work fine. Just because I had such a large cover page, I wanted to make sure that it was going to be okay and not ruin the other side of the paper. So I just ripped out a paper from my sketchbook and painted it. And I did that for most of the paintings. In the end, I actually did end up just painting in the bullet journal because it was just saving time because it took so long. But I definitely recommend just testing things out in your journal. Like, the books can usually take a lot. And if you do have like some bleeding or even ghosting or anything, you can usually cover it up some creative way. But don't be scared to try stuff, definitely. Switched up my calendar a little bit this month as well. It's a little bit smaller because there's so many days in the month, and then I also added my goals to the side just so I could see them a little bit more often and kind of just track my progress. This is one of the best pens I ever purchased. It runs so well. Like, the flow of the ink is really nice compared to even the white Uniball. My white one, it skips so often. And I've had two so far. I use them for my drawing and my sketches and stuff, but they skip so often. So I still love them, but not as much as the gold. The gold is one of the best pens I ever purchased. And then this year, in 2021, I wanted to change it up a little bit for my month at a glance. I love my month at a glance. Honestly, such a great thing, especially for traveling, which I think I said in December's video as well. But this year I'm switching it off to January or whatever month it is to quick view rather than month at a glance. Just, I think it sounds nice and it's a little bit different than everybody else. And then to add with my quick view of the month, I'm going to add on the left side of the pages, I'm going to add one of my favorite memories from that month and just print the photo out and then put it in my journal. I want to start adding some photos into my journal just because I do keep them and they're one of my favorite things. And so I want to make sure, like, when I go flip through them, like years down the line, like the photos will just bring back so many memories. So that's what I've added this year that's new to me, and a couple other things, but you'll see them in a bit. I love the line a day. So this month I wanted to actually put 2 lines, hence the times two. But I got all carried away in the zone and I did my normal layout with just 1 line. So I'll have to do that. I'll have to remember it for February, but I do like it, but I did have it originally set out for 2 lines a day. Just because 1 line is actually too little. Like I like to just write down what we did during the day or what I did during the day and just a quick thing to refer to. And so I had plans for 2 lines, but I got too much into the zone. And I really wanted to add a quote. 2 reasons. One reason is because the green and gold look so good together. So I wanted to add like as much of that as possible. And then I love quotes. I'm super inspired by quotes, so I thought I would add some more of those into my journal. I have quite a few in my previous months and stuff, but for this one, it looks so good with the green and the gold. So I wanted to put my one of my favorite quotes. This year I chose a word of the year as well, and it's going to be create. So I thought this poem was very fitting, or quote was very fitting. Last month I started tracking my media. I just made a small little spread for it, nothing too serious, but just tracking it week by week, just to see if I'm growing or anything like that. So it's just fun, nothing too serious. So it's no secret, but I make a ton of mistakes in all of my journals. Like all the spreads I have like a tiny little mistake. And it's no big deal. Honestly, if you make a mistake, just find a creative way to cover it or even just let it be. It's totally okay. It adds a lot of personality to your journal anyways, and it's not the end of the world. So your journal is meant to be you, so mistakes are part of life. So just embrace it. In December, I also started a content planner with just a big calendar. It's a little bit different than my regular calendar. I put a checkbox on the left side of every single day just so I can have a place where I can check off what post I've posted or if I need to move it forward or migrate it. It's been really helpful for planning, especially with all the drawing prompts I've been doing for the last 3 months. I needed a way to organize myself and figure out what to schedule. Definitely, this has been one of the biggest helpful tools that I've found so far. I love that gold acrylic paint. I found it here in the little town that I live in now, and it was only, I think, 15 pesos, so like a dollar, maybe a little bit over a dollar Canadian, and it works so well. You do have to go over it like I think 2 or 3 times, but it's really nice quality paint. All the paints I've found here actually have been, they're very tiny bottles, but they've all been really, really good quality. And I tried to be outside of my comfort zone again this month by doing all different layouts for my weekly spreads. I still prefer having the exact same layout throughout the entire month, but it is getting easier and it's super fun to create different layouts. And here I finally start just painting right in my bullet journal, which made it so much easier. I should have just done it from the start, but anyways, it's never too late. I only started adding acrylic paint to my bullet journal starting November. When I started this bullet journal, I did a Mexican theme for the first month, which was November, and then I did December as well. I had a moose theme, and I painted all the moose in acrylic and gouache paint, and it was fine. So ever since then, I've been kind of stuck on this paint deal, and I've been practicing a lot of paint outside of everything else. So I've had a lot of fun with acrylic paints. I never ever used to do that at all. I used to only ever use markers, but I'm really liking the paint in my journal. I've been using this glue for a while now. It's from the Dollarama. It looks kind of like whiteout tape or whatever. They work really well, but the thing is when you glue something, the glue sticks to the edges of it and it gets kind of like very sticky and it just doesn't look nice either. So I found a trick. If you use your eraser, you can just erase that glue right off and then you don't have that problem anymore. So definitely recommend that if you are using this tape from the Dollarama or any glue like that kind of glue. It should all work pretty well. So try it out. Let me know if it does work for you guys too. Just before we hit the flip through, I just want to say thank you to everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you found this video entertaining and I hope you find some inspiration from it. Make sure you tag me on Instagram if you do recreate any of these pages so I can hit the like button on them. And I will see you guys all in my February setup. Have a happy new year, everyone. Stay safe.